All right, but I've been trying to get to this couple of days, and more information keeps leaking out about Kyler Murray and Kyler Murray more. So Kyler Murray apparently took down all of his Arizona Cardinals affiliations, jerseys, the symbols, the team tag in his bios and stuff on Instagram. You know that's how people break up nowadays. So he took all of that off of his social media account. Specifically, I believe they said it was, and I looked, it was Instagram. Replaced his logo with the Oklahoma Sooner logo. And now it's becoming actually a big thing. Things are leaking out that he wants out of Arizona. Now they saying that he's not a leader, he's selfish, he points the finger at everybody else. And if all of this is true, then let him go. Let him go. And I think part of the issue here is they don't have a real head coach. And Cliff Kingsbury is getting him killed, and he's not protecting him. Okay. I think that's a big. I think that's a huge part of it, just from a football aspect. And it's amazing, real quick, how the Cincinnati Bengals. It's amazing how they made it to the Super Bowl with such bad play calling, bro. Like maybe I do a Patreon, I break down the play calling or something. Maybe I do not break Patreon. I just break down film footage and stuff of that nature. Some of the things they were doing were like abysmal. And just the whole lead up from the Raiders game to whatever whatever it was truly abysmal what I was seeing. But they saying he's accused of pulling a selfish move at the end of the playoff game where he uh he refused to go in the fourth quarter, and obviously he was getting killed. I know it's a Warrior sport, but man, Aaron Donald, you know what he did. Shout out to Larry Brown Sports. He said no with Mike Garfalo and Tom Presidio. Look at the Bengals quarterback Joe Burrows, how Arizona won a stronger leadership from Kyler Murray with the example who is the quarterback market this offseason. So they're saying that he says Kyler Murray sent fairly a clear message earlier this week. Hold on. Wait, now let me zoom in, whatever. Uh this week he's unhappy with the Arizona Cardinals. Sounds like the feeling would be maybe mutual. Murray recently deleted all the references to the Arizona Cardinals. Hold on. Let me try to get y'all a better look. Here we go. He deleted all the reference to the Arizona Cardinals. And it sounds like the feeling might be mutual. Murray deleted all the reference to the Cardinals from social media pages. The team then appeared to downplay the situation with their own not so subtle response on Instagram. There is clearly some tension between the two sides. Mike Garfalo, NFL Network, reported Sunday that people with the Cardinals were unhappy when Murray pulled himself late in the team's wild card playoff loss to Los Angeles Rams. Murray, who was banged up, benched himself for the final minute. Backup Colt McCoy encouraged Murray to finish the game despite 34-11 blowout. Murray refused. You can hear more about this around the 35-second mark below. So, I mean, like I said before, I never encourage quitting. A quarterback can never quit on a team. If they ask you to go in the game, unless you got to drag yourself out the game, then you don't do it. What he did is break the Cardinals in. And if the future, if the feeling is mutual, then
Rich,
you need to
Joe
find a
Burrow has been
market for him.
impressive from
It's
kid
simple as that.
rubbing the cardball world, wondering what was
It's as simple as that. Find a market for him. That's so crazy. That's what crazy about this about the that's so what's crazy about the that's what was so crazy about the NFL, man. You can say it's a lot of quarterbacks that were not great leaders, and Stafford wasn't a great leader in Detroit. Come on, he wasn't the greatest leader of the world. It's a lot of quarterbacks. It's always deemed to say the quarterback should be the leader of the team and they should lead the team to greatness, and they are always not the leader. For years, Ray Lewis was the ex Mondo alpha leader for the Ravens after the Super Bowl, between the Super Bowls, or whatever it may have been. He was the leader. So of course, it's always just the quarterback get all the money. He's the leader. Not per se. Not per se. That doesn't always uh, happen. That always doesn't happen that way. So that's something to look at, bro. A lot of people go here and say, well, he's the leader of the team, and no, because he's the quarterback. But you do need to have some leadership qualities. Right now, it sounds like Kyler Murray doesn't have the. It sounds like he doesn't have the leadership qualities. Sound like there's some immaturities there, despite what's going on with the offense and them getting them killed. Archie Manning used to get killed in New Orleans on a regular basis, but you never hear stories about Archie Manning quitting. So I'm not going to condone him quitting. And if they feel a certain type of way and the feeling is mutual, you can't go forward with your quarterback like this. Straight up and down. You can try to repair it. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do. You can try to repair it or whatever you tend to do. But at this point, it's time to probably move on. I mean, how many years he played in the national? How many years he played in the National Football League so far? He been in at least three. I feel like. So yeah, he been in at least three, right? So he's played 3 seasons, going on fourth, and he got 2 more years with them. NFL, even Aaron Rodgers couldn't go what he wanted to go to. He had to sit around another year, and then he still got to ask to go where he wanted to go to. So think about that for a minute. Aaron Rodgers is a great all-time great quarterback, the greatest. Let some people tell it. He wanted to leave Green Bay last offseason. They will not allow him to leave Green Bay. This is not a black thing in the NFL or a white thing. This is a power thing. Owners don't want to lose. Ownership don't want to lose power over these players, bro. When they start losing power, then contracts got to get better. Minorities got to be involved now, and things start to take a big drastic change, and they don't want change. Most of these owners grew up desegregate before segregation. I mean, during segregation, bro. So if I learned and something was something like that, and something was like that, you can't change nobody who's 70, 80, 60 years old and thinking 90 years old. You can't change it. That's why, people talking about, well, how can they fix the minority issues in NFL? By hiring black ownership is the only way to do so. Because you can relate more. But also, when you look at it, you know, in its entirety, is you just gonna have to wait until these ownership kids take over and start selling or take over. Now that they're growing up, desegregate. They growing up after segregation, and that's the great thing about it, bro. They're growing up after segregation, so now they are actually starting to be part of the change that's going on in the world. So despite what Michael Mack said, we don't need the help of white people yet till we get it together. You gonna need white people help because we ain't got it together so long. But back to Kyler Murray. You know what I'm saying? With him, man, it's just to the point where a lot of things be said about him. He point the finger and don't take responsibility. Then what it boiled down to is immaturity. That's what it is. Immaturity. Say it with me. Immaturity. That's what it is, bro. And that's what it boils down to. And I've been there where it's everybody else's fault and it's not my fault and everybody needs to do what I do. And if you don't do what I do, then we can't be on the same page. Immaturity, bro. And the Cardinals are taking the immaturity route of being is matching his immaturity and being petty on social media and allowing that to happen. Petty. Do the kid, bro. You know what, too? You know what people are not talking about neither? He can drop this football crap and go play baseball and leave them high and dry and come back and enforce a trade his rights. That's what nobody talking about. He not happy. They need to be keeping him happy and just say, you know what, we're gonna help you with your leadership skills. We're gonna pay for you some leadership courses or whatever that is. We're gonna get through this, man. It's just part of the process. Everybody got their weaknesses. He said leaders are born, but sometimes you can hone qualities to get by. Sometimes you can develop into a leader. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not surprised, but you know what? If he hit the market, Over half the league could be willing to talk. And don't be surprised if it's not a Lamar and Kyler swap because Baltimore don't want to pay Lamar. But they have not done a great job. They are not they have not done a great job they have not done a great job at protecting him. Well, Cliff Kingsbury need to go. You can't win Super Bowls in college playing in the shot. I mean, like college playing in the shotgun. You can't win championships like that. They have to find a way to get him under center, run the ball. They have to find a way to move the pocket and get him running the ball. They asked over only 583 people voted who's most to blame for Arizona's to Kyler Murray. Of course, they're gonna blame the black quarterback. But the correct answer is Cliff Kingsbury. The correct answer is Cliff Kingsbury. In an organization, it's always the player's fault. It's the organization. You seen this coming. And apparently he told Colt McCoy, he says, Mike Glover reports Murray asked out of the game near the fourth quarter. He said the playoff game, Los Angeles, a minute left, the game had been decided. Backup Colt McCoy encouraged Murray to finish the game. And his teammates and Goff said a banged up Murray said, no, that's it, I'm done. He said whatever added Arizona took note of the decision made by Kyrler. A lot of Cardinal folks were not happy with that. I'm not. If he did it for his health, so be it. If he did it to be selfish when he had no choice to win, so be it. Earlier today, Chris Morrison also reported the team's disappointment with Murray, with sources described Murray as a self-centered, immature, and finger-pointing. You know what? How all this leak out about Murray, but we don't talk about Kerry Collins, why he got moved out of Carolina. Go look that story up. They're looking for Murray to take a step forward in a number of areas. We're talking about maturity, body language on the sideline, having a bigger voice with his teammates and leadership. It says the Cardinals put up a statement earlier today, Pro Football Talk. He said, quote, nothing has changed regarding our opinion in high regards for Kyler Murray. We as a team and Kyler individually have to improve each year he's been in the league. We are excited to continue to improve in 2022 and are excited that Kyler Murray is our quarterback and leading us. Like I said before, we and Kyler have to improve. I think y'all got to improve too. Don't put him in there. And Kyler been getting beat up, bro. Kyler has been getting beat up. What do you expect, bro? Somebody who getting crammed in Arizona. Like, they probably like, who want to be in Arizona? He getting crammed out there, bro. I don't condone quitting in football, quitting in nothing like this, but he says Kyler Murray posted on Instagram on Monday that all this nonsense is not what I'm about. I'm about to grow and get better. A day after sources describe Arizona quarterback to ESPN Morris as self-centered, immature, someone who points the fingers. He said, I played the game for the love of it, my teammates, everyone who has helped me get into this position that believe in me and win championships. All of this nonsense is not what I'm about, never have been, never will be. Anyone who has ever stepped between those lines with me knows how hard I go. He wrote, quote, love me or hate me, I'm going to continue to grow and get better. That is what it is. That's what he supposed to say. That's what his PR team supposed to roll. He won't out. Give him out. Give him out. See where you can get a king's ransom and see where Arizona will be at without Kyler Murray. His span ain't too long, bro. Kyler Murray been getting creamed, bro. You think he ain't supposed to be mad about it, bro? You getting creamed. You in Arizona at that. You probably want to be in Arizona. No, if it's Arizona, I'm pretty sure it's a nice place. But if you look, how many times this brother was sacked this year? He was sacked a career low 31 times this year. Well, the second career low. He was sacked 31 times in 14 games. So I don't know where that ranks at, but hey, it is what it is. Who do I blame on this situation? It is what it is. Everybody always blame players, but they, like Draymond said, they never blame organization. The offense got like 10 plays. You know what I'm saying? They never get under center. I don't care how short he is. He should be able to get under center. And at the end of the day, Cliff Kingsbury is not a strong-minded head coach. This is never would have reached this with Bill Belichick or Pete Carroll damn near. Russell Wilson was unhappy, but you ain't had this happen. The Arizona Cardinals, bro. Don't be surprised if he don't go play baseball, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if this get ugly. They probably should move him. Right before the draft, you got Malik Willis, you got a couple other guys, get some picks. They probably should move this kid before they be in the middle of an important game and he walk away because he don't get what he want. Let somebody else deal with that. Because they don't seem like they want to fire Cliff Kingsbury. Black Monday came and gone. And then Cliff Kingsbury has shown an inability to make an adjustment. He's not going to make an adjustment offensively. And that's putting him under center, running a few plays, having a nice package under center, and the pistol under center, having a package where we move the pocket, we put him on the bootleg. We running it. You can't win this game playing to 95, 99%, 90% of shotgun. I tell you that right now. Check out the NFL playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit on notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Want to find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Excuse me. Hit the link tree link in the description. Under find me everywhere. Find me everywhere. Twitch, Spotify. You can find me Spotify, Anchor, Goodfellow TV podcast. All of them there take you straight there. Like I said, want to make a donation, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Best way to donate, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit on notifications, appreciate the notification, check the NFL Top playlist for more videos like this. Appreciate the love support.